If you are stuck in the 200 views club on TikTok, you are definitely not alone. I hear this all the time. And today I want to share my top tips with you for improving the views and sales and engagement on your TikTok page. As a marketing coach for creatives, I have audited dozens, probably like 100 by now, authors and creatives TikTok pages. And there are some recurring patterns and mistakes that I see that I want to tell you about today so that you can fix them as well. Now, if you want further content audits and feedback and coaching from me, at the time this video is posted, it is Black Friday weekend and my newest offer, the Creatives Content Club, is live and it is closing at the end of this month. So I highly recommend if you are interested in monthly content templates and monthly content audits, personalized feedback for yourself, asking me questions about marketing anytime, plus monthly masterclasses and an entire social media marketing course built into the membership, I highly recommend checking out the Creatives Content Club. The link is going to be in the description for you to claim the Black Friday offer. Let's get right into the top mistakes that I see on TikTok pages. Okay, the first one is more common than you might think, but I see this all the time, and that is the content is in the wrong format for TikTok. Now, there are a few different formats of TikTok videos, so let me explain. The main format of a TikTok post is a 9:16 ratio video. It is a vertical video that takes up the full phone screen. So if I were to hold up my phone, it would be taking up the entire screen on the TikTok app. But there are other formats that can work too. So for example, carousels are very popular on TikTok, which are photos that people can swipe through, and these can take up the full screen. Or I've also tested this at a 4:3 ratio, like you see on my TikTok page often. And you can see that there's some black space below, but this format still does well and takes up most of the screen. But what I don't recommend is square photos or square videos. I even see people posting just one square photo like they would on Instagram, but TikTok is not the platform for this. People want to engage with either a video or multiple pictures that they can actually swipe through. So make it an engaging experience and try to avoid posting just single pictures one-off. It is primarily a video platform, so a mix of videos and carousels is a great strategy, making sure that they are the right dimensions for the TikTok app. The next common mistake that I see is with captions and not using that as an additional place to drive engagement. So oftentimes captions are just being used as a place to list out your hashtags, which are important. But if someone comes across your video and is unsure whether or not they should keep watching it, the caption is such a great place to stop them and engage them. So some of my favorite ways to do this in the caption are to ask questions. So ask a question related to the content of your video to get people to comment on the video. You can also use the caption to go into greater detail of the video. So since sometimes videos are short and sweet and snappy, use the caption to give a further explanation in the caption. And again, you're engaging people, getting them to read your full caption and watch the video longer. Think of your caption as an extra place to have a hook. So at the beginning of your video should have a hook. The caption should also grab attention in some way so that you aren't losing people who are scrolling quickly through the feed. So don't just list hashtags, make it engaging, show some personality, show some value or humor, or engage in some way. If you are an author, this can be something as simple as asking your audience, how does this book sound? Or is this something you would read? Or who is your favorite character in this book if you're, sharing a book review or something like that. So engage your audience. It's all about being social. And so don't just list hashtags. Make sure that you're actually talking to your audience in a human way. Okay, the next one is going to be being all over the place in terms of your content. Now, I love creativity. I'm a creative myself. I coach creatives, and so I know that we all have these different ideas swarming around. But when it comes to your TikTok page, I have found it is much more successful to be focused on a couple things versus a bunch of different things. So by that, I mean really knowing your ideal customer and your audience. So if you are an author, you can post about different things that aren't related to books, but you should look for the overlap in what your audience would be interested in. So if you are a romance author, you can talk about other things than books, but think about what your audience would be interested in. Is it relationships? Is it maybe dating stories, like funny dating stories or relationship advice. There should be an overlap in what your audience is looking for in your books or your products and the content that you are posting. A similar format over and over actually is really helpful. And so it's definitely good to experiment in the beginning and see what type of content works best for you. If it's talking videos where you're on camera, if it's short 7 to 10 second videos with text over the video, experiment with all of these different styles and see what is really working well, and try to stick to a couple different content types so your audience knows what to expect, but also so the algorithm knows what to expect from you. I think a lot of us want a boost in views. We want to get high engagement and a viral video. And so often I see people posting random things that they think will take off. And that's great if you get that boost of engagement. But if you are a thriller author and a funny video of your dog goes viral, that's great. But now you're going to get a bunch of followers who may not be readers, who love dogs and are expecting more dog content. And you will very likely not see an increase in sales because it wasn't related to your book. It wasn't related to, who you are as an author. So not trying to sound harsh at all, make this page your own, show your personality, but keep in mind that staying focused on what your audience is going to be interested in is going to be more beneficial in the long run. My audience is tailored to what I post, and what I mostly post about is the content of my books, advice related to the themes in my books. And so whenever I have a video go viral, I always see an increase in sales because it is hitting the right audience. So remember why you're there on TikTok. And if it is to build your business and make sales, then stay focused on what your goals are and stay focused with your content. And to take that one step further, another mistake that I see is people using TikTok to grow their author business or grow their creative business, but hardly ever talking about their book. And when they do talk about their book or their product, not sharing where to get it at all. So make sure that your bio is super clear that you are an author, you are a creative, what type of creative you are, and what you are selling. My books are available on Amazon, or shop my Etsy shop and give us the name of the Etsy shop. And in the caption of the video or the comments of the video, I always like to remind you to put where you can get the product that's featured in the video. It makes it so much easier for your audience to know that there is a product available and where to get it, and you will see an increase in sales because of this. If it is hidden, you might lose people who don't even understand that there is a product available for purchase. So always make this super clear. The Creatives Content Club that I have just launched this month is your place if you are a creative wanting to grow your impact and income using social media for marketing. It is on a special offer for Black Friday weekend, and I would love for you to check it out in the description of this video, where you can sign up at a huge discount and you'll get access to a monthly content plan with social media templates and caption templates. You will get monthly pre-recorded masterclasses and be able to request topics that you want to see. You will get access to a private Facebook group where I will be in there auditing your content, answering all of your marketing questions, and hosting live Q&As every single month. And you get access to a full course dropping monthly on building a strong brand and business and a strong social media presence to make more sales. It is truly an all-in-one marketing membership at a lower price than my courses. So I definitely recommend checking it out. We have an amazing community in there so far. All right, last thing, and probably one of the most important things too, is going to be your hooks at the beginning of your video. Now, I've covered hooks in a previous video, and I will link that here, the key to selling on social media. It will give you ideas on how to actually come up with your own hooks as well. But one mistake that I see with hooks is not having it appear in the first second, and either using the typing feature to type out your hook. And so then the viewer has to wait 5, 7, 10 seconds to see the full sentence on the screen, or not having it show up right from the very beginning of the video. Whether you are doing a talking video or just a simple B-roll video with text on top, that hook needs to be present from the very first second, or you will be losing people who have short attention spans and want to find something more exciting. Now, most of these tips apply to any short form video on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, anywhere that you can post that short form video. People want to see a strong hook. So I'm going to leave you with this video on writing effective hooks so that you can improve the views and engagement on your short form video. Thank you so much for watching these tips. I hope to see you in the Creatives Content Club, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.